Ladies and gentlemen, some of you might be aware already that they have permanently banned Donald Trump from Twitter. And he had two other accounts that he tried to use since he lost his Donald J. Trump account, and those accounts were also suspended. And it's not just Donald Trump, they got Steve Bannon too. And Rush Limbaugh said he knew they were coming for him. So he went ahead and deleted his account on his own. So anybody affiliated with Donald Trump, they are getting their accounts off of social media as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is CBS News, January 9th, 2021. Twitter has permanently suspended President Donald Trump from the platform, citing the risk of further incitement of violence. The company announced late Friday. The ban follows the assault on the U.S. Capitol this week, which Mr. Trump is accused of inciting. So he used the platform to incite and get his people all worked up. And he did. He was out there every day talking about election fraud, voter fraud, this fraud and that fraud. After close review of recent tweets from at the real Donald Trump account and the context around them, we have permanently suspended the account due to risk of further incitement of violence, Twitter said in a statement. Twitter told CBS News that the at Pontus and the at White House accounts will not be suspended at this time, but their use will be limited. So, what they're trying to do, ladies and gentlemen, those two accounts, they want to transfer them over to Joe Biden. So, Donald Trump really can't use those, but he did attempt to use those to still communicate online. He won't be able to do that anymore. So they said, the use of the account is limited, and the company said it would suspend the accounts if it became necessary in an extreme situation to alleviate real world harm, adding that they will be transferred over to the Biden administration in due time. Twitter also said that if it becomes clear that Mr. Trump has created another personal account to evade the ban, that new account will also be subject to suspension. Hours after the ban was announced, President Trump appeared to tweet from the official at Pontus account, and what he wrote was, as I have been saying for a long time, Twitter has gone further and further in banning free speech tonight. And tonight, Twitter employees have coordinated with the Democrats and the radical left in removing my account from their platform to silence me and you and the 75 million great patriots who voted for me, read a post from the account. The post said, Trump was negotiating with other sites and would have a big announcement soon. The Post also said the president is looking at the possibility of building out our own platform in the near future. Within minutes, the tweets were deleted. The account for the Trump campaign was suspended for tweeting the same statement. Mr. Trump frequently used Twitter. He used it every single day. He used it every single day to drive the news cycle, attack political opponents, and announce policy changes. But he also used Twitter to share unfounded conspiracy theories and claims of voter fraud, which contributed to his removal from the platform. Twitter initially froze the president's personal account for 12 hours on Wednesday and threatened to permanently ban Mr. Trump if he continued to suspend misinformation. In a blog post on Friday, Twitter said it determined that two of the president's subsequent tweets violated its rules on glorifying violence. In the first tweet, Mr. Trump said, The 75 million great American patriots who voted for me, America first, and make America great again, will have a giant voice long into the future, and they will not be disrespected or treated unfairly in any way, shape, or form. Twitter said some have interpreted the tweet as support for the rioters who stormed the Capitol this week, and that he plans to continue supporting people who believe his false claims of winning the November 2020 election. In the second tweet, Mr. Trump said he wouldn't be attending President elect Joe Biden's inauguration. Yeah, but we knew that before. We knew that even before the U.S. Capitol insurrection. We knew that before. Twitter said this could depict the election as illegitimate, such as our determination is that the two tweets above are likely to inspire others to replicate the violent acts that took place on January 6, 2021, and that there are multiple indicators that they are being received and understood as encouragement to do so, the company said. 5 people lost their lives as the result of the violence on the U.S. Capitol this week, including a police officer who died from his injuries, a woman who was shot fatally by police. Twitter on Friday confirmed there are already plans circulating for future armed protests at the Capitol. Plans for future armed protests have already been proliferating on and off Twitter, including a proposed secondary attack on the U.S. Capitol and state Capitol buildings on January 17th, 2021. Hey, we'll keep our eyes open on that day, y'all. Senator Mark Warner, a Democrat from Virginia, called Twitter's decision a long overdue step, while White House advisor Jason Miller called it disgusting. Big Tech wants to cancel all 75 million at real Donald Trump supporters, Miller tweeted. If you don't think they're coming for you next, you're wrong. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's be real. Donald Trump has been the biggest troll on Twitter for years. And he did a lot of inappropriate things out there that if the average person would have done, you would have got your account taken away from you immediately. We all know this. I mean, Donald Trump went out there and dragged black congresswomen. He went out there and dragged Ilhan Omar. He got all involved in a disagreement between congresswomen, which really they should have worked out on their own. That was none of his business. I mean, that should have been beneath him as a president to get involved, but not him. He see an opportunity to get in there and argue and fight. That's what he's going to do. You remember he was out there messing with the NFL players and the NBA players, and he was out there trying to dictate how the NFL should handle Colin Kaepernick and kneeling. He had a problem with that, egging on the police with the law and order and all that stuff going on. Yeah, we see what law and order is, Donald Trump, just from the U.S. Capitol incident. Yeah, we see what law and order is in America for real. So he did a lot of things. He even dragged people that he would get mad at in his own administration out there on Twitter. So, I'm not surprised. I'm sure he's going to try to find other ways to get on social media. I definitely don't think this is the absolute end. He will try other things to get out there. But y'all, please tell me what you think. I mean, look, I saw like I said, Steve Bannon got banned and Rush Limbaugh, he took his account down on his own. And I'm sure in the coming days, there's going to be many people that have connections with Donald Trump and they are going to see their accounts get suspended on social media. But y'all, please tell me what you think. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.